A power drill is tearing through my gun safe. My heart's about to explode as I stare at the security monitor. Two fake HOA cops just broke into our basement, cutting into the safe that holds 80 grand worth of antique firearms. They think we ran. Wrong. Anna's still down there standing in the shadows, eyes locked on them like she's running an experiment. My sweet third-grade teacher wife has a look I've never seen before, calm, cold, dangerous. That's when it hits me. I don't know anything about the woman I married. Ever wake up and realize your spouse had a past you never even dreamed of? 6 months ago, Anna and I moved into Willowbrook Estates, chasing the cliché suburban dream, fresh-cut lawns, identical mailboxes, neighbors who wave like it's the 1950s. Anna landed a teaching gig at the elementary school. I work it from home. Life felt almost comically normal, weekends spent at farmers markets, coffee dates, Netflix. If you'd told me then I'd end up in a home invasion standoff, I'd have laughed in your face. But the thing about normal, it's just a mask some people wear, and I was too content to look underneath. The pride of my world was Grandpa's gun collection, 5 rifles from the Korean War worth a small fortune, not just metal and wood. These were slices of history, reminders of family stories locked up tight in a Browning safe that could probably survive a tornado. Anna always teased me about my man cave museum, but she listened closer than I realized, because sometimes the details you share get weaponized against you. That's when Melissa Wright swept into our lives. HOA president, 3 nail salons, white Mercedes with Melissa 1 plates, always with a plate of cookies and a shark smile. On our first meeting, her eyes darted straight to my gun cabinet. Antique firearms. My late husband had a collection too. Pieces like these need real protection. She asked a dozen questions. Models, value, storage. I thought she was just being friendly. Anna, though, was laser-focused, picking up on something I didn't see. Later, Anna said she asks a lot of specific questions for a neighbor. I shrugged. Maybe Melissa just liked guns. That's how you end up blindsided by assuming people are just what they appear. Weeks went by. Melissa dropped by for coffee, always drifting near the safe, steering the conversation to home security, travel schedules, our alarm system. Looking back, it was like being interviewed for a job I didn't know existed. Anna started going quiet around Melissa, giving her that same look she uses when grading tricky essays, probing for lies. When I asked about it, she just said, "Feels like an interrogation, not a chat." But I brushed her off, didn't want to seem paranoid. Then one night I spotted Melissa outside talking with a uniformed cop, Officer Jenkins. They weren't chatting about lost dogs. They were gesturing at our house, mapping angles, taking notes. Melissa's voice floated up valuable collection, security concerns. They stood there 20 minutes staring at our place, barely glancing at the neighbors. I told myself it was just community stuff, but couldn't sleep that night. When dreams finally came, they were filled with cops circling the house like vultures. At 2 a.m., I woke to the low rumble of a truck creeping down our street. It passed our house 3 times, moving at a crawl. I saw 2 silhouettes, the blue glow of a phone, and realized they were taking photos. Not casual snapshots, systematic, every angle. I tried to film, but they vanished into the dark. Maybe I was paranoid. Or maybe the game had started and I'd missed my own audition. The next day, Anna met me at the door, face tight. "We have visitors." Melissa and Officer Jenkins came in all smiles and authority. Jenkins asked about my gun storage alarm codes, even our work hours. "Enhanced safety assessments for all collectors," he explained. Melissa chimed in whenever things got tense. Anna's responses were clipped, polite but distant. After they left, I Googled everything: Arizona gun laws, federal regs, police protocol. Turns out most of what Jenkins said was legal, just off. Real cops don't make house calls for gun safes. Real HOA presidents don't coordinate with law enforcement about private property. Something was wrong. Over coffee, Anna dropped a bomb. 7 other families with gun collections gone, Jeffrey. Melissa helped them move out. I dug around. The pattern was there: target the collectors, snoop for info, ramp up the pressure, and poof, families left, always selling their collections below market value. This wasn't overzealous community service. This was a shakedown. Thursday, Melissa called in a panic. Officer Jenkins needs to address urgent community safety issues today or tensions will escalate. Anna just rolled her eyes. That's not concern, it's a script. She was right. Manufactured urgency, artificial consequences, all designed to get us to act before we had time to think. Anna's teacher skills spotting lies came in handy. She could hear the manipulation, the practiced urgency. That night, Anna and I finally talked. She'd been tracking Melissa, reaching out to past residents, finding patterns. The families hadn't just moved, they'd been forced out, harassed until they sold their collections for pennies. It was a criminal operation, targeting military collectors for insurance fraud and extortion, all hidden under a layer of HOA concern. The next morning, Anna showed me a text she'd gotten at 3 a.m. "We know you're researching us." Big mistake, Jeffrey. Attached were photos, our backyard, our bedroom window, even our license plates. Full surveillance, psychological warfare, letting us know the gloves were off. But Anna's jaw just sit. "They think we're easy targets," she muttered. They had no idea what they'd unleashed. Melissa arrived at 10 sharp with her full act. Jenkins was back this time with Deputy Morrison, hired muscle, dressed like SWAT. They tried to steamroll us. Community regulations require immediate compliance. I kept cool. "Funny I called your department. Nobody's heard of you or your program." Melissa slipped in with another rehearsed line. Anna asked procedural questions, chain of command, documentation, all stuff real cops could answer in their sleep. Jenkins flailed. The mask slipped. After they left, I confronted Melissa, mentioned a mysterious man in a hoodie near her house. She flinched, tried to bluff, then suddenly dropped the nice act altogether. "Are you trying to entrap me?" she hissed. Just like that, the neighborly mask was gone, replaced by cold business. She pitched her operation as a service, calling Jenkins a business partner selling convenience. It was theft dressed up as customer care, and she'd done it before. She was a professional predator, and I'd been her mark. That night, Jenkins called. "Big mistake, buddy. You want to play hardball?" "We will." Anna caught Melissa on the phone saying, "We have a problem with the Turner house. They know too much." I panicked, wanted to run, call the cops, just disappear. But Anna stopped me. "No, sit down. There's something you need to know." She led me to the gun safe, used a code I'd never seen, and opened a secret compartment. Out came photographs: Anna in marine dress, blues, a badge, a thick file of evidence. My wife, the gentle teacher, had been military police, 6 years active duty. She'd been gathering evidence for weeks: surveillance photos, audio, client lists, financials. Anna had been running a counterintelligence op under my nose. "Why didn't you tell me?" I stammered. She shrugged. "Didn't want to go back. But now they're threatening our family, I have to." She showed me everything: patterns, recordings, even communication with real law enforcement. "They're sloppy, Jeffrey. I've built a case that'll bury them." She'd anticipated every move while I'd just been scared. That night, Anna set up our house like a command post: sightlines, covers, tactical positions. She had me reroute camera feeds, set up decoy audio, the whole 9 yards. She'd thought 3 moves ahead. They expect civilians. Tonight, they get us. At midnight, the motion sensors lit up. 6 intruders. Professional gear, coordinated entry. Jenkins led the team: tool cases, thermal sensors, the works. I watched on the monitor as they went for the safe, drilling with industrial precision. Anna, cool as ice, whispered, "Let them. We're recording everything." While they sweated over steel, Anna quietly accessed the backup compartment, retrieving the evidence. Every move was on video, every word recorded. As they finally broke into the safe, Anna stepped out of the shadows. "Congratulations, gentlemen. You're the stars of tonight's documentary." Jenkins froze, weapon drawn, but Anna was ready, stance perfect. She ran down every mistake they'd made, pulled out her file, and let them know every crime, every bit of surveillance. It was all going to the feds. Cops surrounded the house, real ones this time. Jenkins and his crew realized too late they'd been played by a pro. Detective Harris, the real deal, took over. "Outstanding work, ma'am. We've got everything for federal charges." But there was a twist. Melissa was gone. She'd prepped an escape, took cash, and vanished before the net closed. For all Anna's tactical genius, Melissa's strategic planning let her slip through. Melissa didn't just run, she tried to flip the script. Broadcast a live stream from her salon painting us as the dangerous ones, spinning the crime as community safety. Anna was ready. Though she streamed the real footage, dropping receipts in the comment section, the internet blew up, calling for Melissa's head. For the first time, the mask cracked. Melissa, caught on live video, stammered her denials as cops burst into her shop and cuffed her for thousands to see. 3 months later, Anna and I sit on our porch, sipping coffee, neighbors waving, peace restored. The new HOA board called us heroes. Anna just smiled. Sometimes it helps to have a few skills in your back pocket. The lesson: never underestimate the quiet ones. You never know what someone's capable of until their back's against the wall. What about you? Ever had a neighbor turn out to be something completely different? Or discover someone you trusted was running a game? Drop your stories below. And if you ever find yourself facing down a smiling predator in your own backyard, don't assume you're powerless. Sometimes the greatest strength hides behind the simplest smile. Hit like if this story gave you chills, and I'll see you next time with another tale to make you question the world around you. Stay safe out there.